All right, welcome to Drew's Views, Drew Views, Trailers. Maybe still workshopping the title here, but the second episode, I guess, of viewing some trailers, and back with me for this one is my boy Eric over here. Last week we did Licorice Pizza, new Paul Thomas Anderson film. And I know you're still pretty excited about that one, huh?
Best working director, yeah. Pretty excited.
I did get some information on a comment from that reaction that, remember that Bradley Cooper character we were talking about?
He's playing a real guy who actually did Barbra Streisand. I saw that.
John Peters, who I have heard of before, getting brought up on several podcasts. I think Kevin Smith has a famous story about him where... Well, basically, this guy was like a crazy hairdresser dude that just Barbra Streisand got into Hollywood and became a big producer, and he had some obsession with getting a giant spider into a movie. And
who among us?
Yeah, Smith was supposed to do a Superman movie at one point with this guy producing, and the guy was trying to force a giant spider into the script for no apparent good reason, and then. He ended up producing Wild Wild West later on, which has a giant mechanical spider in it, or, years later or whatever. So he finally got his spider in the movie.
What an amazing story. Truly the triumph of the human will.
Now, the trailer we're going to react to today is a different animal, not a spider, but it is an animal. Another A24 movie. This is some good synergy. I'm bringing up other podcasts I listen to, but we have a podcast on Brooklyn Rebound Network. Movies Are Relevant. So people should check that out, if you're interested in films and our discussion on them. Me obsessively talking about the New Beverly Cinema, which is the poster right here. Eric frequently saying things, pretentious sounding things, jokingly, I think. I don't know. About an artist painting with a brush. I don't know. It was on the new episode you were saying something like that. No, I can't remember.
I'm sure I said something pretentious. It's bound to happen.
You were calling it out as such. But anyway, that's some recurring bits we have. But check out the newest episode linked below where we talk about The Green Knight, an A24 film, which is one of our favorite studios. There's a lot of indie films. When I saw The Green Knight in theaters, I saw this preview that we're about to watch. This is not a blind reaction for me, although it's been a couple of months. I think I mentioned this on the podcast, this film to you. Lamb, it's called. And you seem to have some resignation to the idea of it. Had you seen the trailer, though, or have you seen it?
I think I watched 20, 30 seconds of it without sound, scrolling through Instagram.
Okay,
you
so
do.
It doesn't count.
As one does.
Count. So, all right. That's good then, because last week with the Licorice Pizza, I was going in blind on that one. You had seen it, though this will be the reverse. So, before we press play on this bad boy, what was I correct to say that you had some reservation to it, or you're saying?
Yeah, it looks silly.
Okay, so silliness.
I'd love to be surprised, but it looks silly.
All right, well, I think we should just roll into it. By the way, this film, I believe, came out this week as we record this, so you probably can see it in some areas. I don't know if it'd be streaming yet. Might be a big city only situation theater right now.
If you've seen it, let us know if it's silly.
Yeah. No spoilers though. Also on the podcast, our newest podcast, you also said you have not been back to the theater yet since COVID. Is that still the case, by the way?
Maybe I'll go back for this one, yeah.
All right, this is gonna be your first one back. Well, let's watch the preview and I'll ask you that again and we'll see. We'll try to pin that down. Let's go ahead and do it. Got our girl, the girl who kicked the old hornet's nest.
What?
Over. The girl with the dragon tattoo. There's A24 in cheap. That's cool.
Okay.
That's the actress I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Her name is Nomi Rapace?
Yeah.
I'm pronouncing it.
Yeah, I'm sure on that pronunciation. So a new lamb has been given birth to, it appears.
Seems to have been a traumatic foaling? What do you call that? Just birth?
Foaling? I don't know. I like foaling. that guy they just showed on the couch, I recognize from the guy on the right there. Is an actor I know from a show. What show is he on? no, we took a hard turn with the music situation on the preview here.
Right.
It's almost like a romantic comedy type of song. The Beach Boys.
There's a cat involved. I'd love to see what happens with that cat.
Yelling at the lamb to go or the sheep to go away. Ooh. I just saw some glowing eyes on one of them.
What?
Alright. So it turned into a kid, it looks like. Mother Nature, it said there. Lamb. Alright. That is the Lamb trailer. Now, hold on one sec before I talk about it. What do I know the one actor? So there seems to be a three-hander. I only saw three human characters.
Well, 4 if you count the lamb.
Yeah, well, that's why I said human. But yeah, the lamb might turn into a human, you're right. Is the show. Fortitude is the show I know that one actor from. I think he's Icelandic or something. That's a show that takes place in is it maybe Greenland or somewhere in deep, far up Finland or something. Something Scandinavian, but good show,
Never
weird
heard
show.
of it.
Yeah, it's weird, and this movie looks weird too. Now the A24, what would you say the A24 aesthetic is? We're talking about this film studio. It's kind of a art house for sure.
Right. It's like Striver, Gunner, an art house aesthetic, and it's often very horror inflected, right? There's just like,
horror.
We're getting crazy with this one.
Mm-hmm. Usually dark palettes on the screen, cinematography wise, but beautiful too. A lot of cinematography. So this probably also takes place in Scandinavia.
It sounds like it. I don't think they were speaking English. I wish I knew where these people were from. Watching this blind.
Yeah, like I said, I think that one actor from the show I know I think he's Icelandic, I want to say, or somewhere around there. I think Rapaz is Danish, maybe? Might be wrong, but those are all Scandinavia-ish. So did this trailer make you more interested in the film, or will this potentially be your first trip back to the theater? The fall 2021 here.
I still don't know what's going on in this. This trailer did a very good job of not over-explaining.
Definitely didn't over-explain, that's true.
They're treating the lamb like a baby. The other sheep are obsessed with the lamb. Are they going to do like some kind of twist on the lamb in the Christian sense, like he's sheep Jesus?
Could be. I don't know who the director is of this, by the way. I think it says from writer-director Vladimir Johansson, which it sounds very Icelandic name. I don't know. I'm not familiar with him though.
Same.
Getting any clues that way, but there's definitely something with the mother. But it said Mother Nature at the end before it turned into the word lamb, and the Rapaz, whatever characters seems to be treating it like the lamb turned into the kid at one point from behind with the lamb heads though. So there's gonna be she thinks the lamb is an actual human child, or maybe it actually is, or something like that.
Or is it going to be another one of those movies that we're having, frankly, like approaching critical mass of, where the actual horror is secretly a metaphor for your grief over like your dying mother or childbirth, something.
Probably childbirth in this case, based on those clues. Like
the loss of a child, something. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems kind of likely. What do I think the character, the other actor that I don't recognize seemed to be her husband in this, I think. So I don't know, the one actor who I do recognize, I don't know what his role is. Is he a family member also, or what? Or he works on their farm or something, but...
He's a guy. He's a friend. He's a buddy.
That wasn't even completely clear, so... Yeah, it definitely didn't tell us too much. I think you might be onto something with the metaphor aspect. But,
I mean, it's always...
It's not the hottest
Babadook or before, it's always that now.
The Viewz, which we talk about a lot, another A24 film. Kind of one of the ones that really started off A24 really on the map, I would say. That had the Black Phillip character, which is kind of... There was one part in this with the glowing eyes of a sheep or a ram or something. So that reminded me of that too. What do you think this? Do you want this to be more horror based? Do you think, or would that be preferable to you?
I gotta level with you. I don't want anything from this movie. I want to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Well, basically, just what type of film would you like from this? If you are gonna see it, just one that's kind of more mysterious or something. You have to figure it out, or
It seems like it's gonna be that, but yeah, I prefer more. I mean, I'd always prefer more scares as a horror guy, but
yeah. Well, seeing back to this, I didn't remember too much from the trailer when I saw it the first time in the theaters. I do remember now the kid like changing into the, with the head, whatever. And now now we're thinking back, I do remember, yeah, they play the Beach Boys song very incongruous to what's going on. So that could be a classic trailer technique too. But I thought it was, I kind of liked it there. I think when I did see it in the theaters initially, this trailer, I was like, oh, this is like very A24. This is like so almost stereotypical at this point with some of the stuff. So kind of going back to like what we said their aesthetic is just a few minutes ago. But I think
it's a very like, it could also read as a parody of A24 trailers.
Yeah, kind of. I guess that's kind of what I'm going for. Yeah. If it was just even a little more turned up, 20% more of that, it would be like parody. But yeah, well, maybe we will talk about this on our podcast at some point. Just another quick plug for that. Again, link below. Check it out. But yeah, thanks for watching this. If you do want to comment what your opinions are without spoiling what the film is, because like I said, I think it is out now, but go ahead and do that. If you want me or both of us to react to any other trailers that are coming out or you have interest in, let me know that too. That would be cool, because I'm trying to merge more of my film interest into my channel here, which is mainly TV shows reactions, but yeah, I want to do some more film ones too. So
Drew, haven't you heard TV is the new movies? What do you...
Is it? But now I think it became that way. But then, like the peak TV kind of boom is now. That's speaking of like oversaturated. That kind of is now. I think film is going to be the new TV again. Now it's going to go back.
So taking it back. Okay, I like it. I'm into this.
That's right. But anyway, yeah. So comment below if you like. Subscribe to my channel. Check out some other stuff. Check out the podcast. And until next time. We're out of here, lambs and foals and all y'all. Peace. Yeah, good dismount on that one.